One love, Delta 9 travelers. One love. Welcome in. Welcome into the international digital connection, right? We got some global headlines, we got some local headlines, and we got some very important trending updates that we're definitely going to be getting into right here on Delta 9 Media. I'm telling you, we got a number of topics that we're going to be highlighting right here and a number of details that we're going to be discussing, meaningful conversation, right thinking Guyanese, frequent travelers. You don't know we just do it over here. Big up to everybody that's in the live right now from the early. We boarding. We are boarding everybody as you come in. If you can hear me and hear me clearly, please and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a 9 into the comment section, please, so that I know that I'm coming through clear on your side of the globe. I'm coming to you right now from the sunny, beautiful Commonwealth, Pennsylvania. Where you tuned in from? Drop it into the comment section for me. Welcome into the live. Welcome in, welcome in. All the frequent travelers that are in the chat right now, moderators. Rukunat, what's going on? Thanks for being a part of the live. One of the first moderators in the chat, dropping the nines. Big up yourself every single time. One love to everybody that is early part of the flight, early part. Drop the nines if you hear me. I see the nines are there. Start coming through clearly. All right. You God dropping the nine. Legal alien touchdown in the flight dropping the nine. Moderation got the nine. Be clear and be ready to go. All right. Chandel, thanks for tuning in. Chandel is saying we're coming through clearly. All right. And Kit, welcome into the live presentation. And Marcel is in the live as well. Thanks for tuning in. A number of things definitely that's making the headlines. Some of the headlines that we're going to be getting into in this live presentation, right?
So, we, so we're presently under the Kanji Bridge, Region 6, meeting with the sheet anchor fishermen, where a lot of promises were made by the PPP administration. Just now, sir, right? This is my platform. I'll give you a chance just now, right? Have some respect. Have some respect, sir. Have some respect. The fishermen invited me here. Please have some respect. I know you're a main beneficiary receiving millions of dollars in contracts, right? So have some respect.
Things got heated.
Have some respect.
Things got heated on the road earlier today with the honorable leader of the opposition. People feeling like they could just encroach on the interview and create all kind of confusion. I'm telling you, that and other headlines. What else we gonna be getting into? Man, we got so many headlines. Honorable Dr. Todd is gonna be highlighting the ultimatum, unity, or nothing else. Nothing else but the same situation that persons are complaining about, the same situation that persons are saying, listen, we can't handle this anymore, right? Dr. Todd is saying, listen, unity or else.
To unite. If we unite as a people on all the excesses and injustices that we are faced with in this country, they must, they will, they have no other choice but to listen. You're going to see a different dynamics of the PPP because
the investigation is ongoing. Last night, the police were on patrol duties. While in the vicinity of the People's Choice supermarket, they saw a commotion and they responded. When they entered the supermarket, it is alleged that one of the three suspects, brandished a firearm and discharged a round at one of the police rounds. The rounds returned fire, and unfortunately, he was fatally shot. The suspect was identified as Neo Emmanuel. He's 24 years of age, and he was residing at Norton Street Lodge. He's a known character to the police, and at the time of his demise, he was wanted in relation to a matter of discharging a loaded firearm.
I'm telling you, that among other headlines, condolences to his family, condolences to his loved ones. Everybody got somebody, everybody love somebody. But we're going to be getting into trying to rationalize why the youths are making these choices, right? A number of persons are giving their views, and you can too, right here on this live. I'm telling you, we got a number of headlines. Plus, there's a presidential plan for Georgetown, and the president was out and about early in the morning. All when persons snoring, President Ali out, making sure that he's investigating the aspects of the development coming to Georgetown.
Carpets and improving the general environment in and around the city. Of course, years of neglect by the City Council. All of the investment here around the city in the last 5 years is led by the central government. So this is what it was like. This is what we're trying to put forward. And if you see here, is where there is a whole underground drainage that is ineffective now. So these are the things we have to fix around the city as we work on the city enhancement plan.
Well, guess what? When you're talking about the enhancement plan, you got to be talking about the mayor and city council as well. We're going to get some of these updates coming in.
The issue is why Georgetown? If you wanted to assume roads, start somewhere else, start around the place and deal with these issues, but you just choose Georgetown. It obviously has to be a political motive to undermine the city, a political motive to take the streets so that we could have challenges with our vendors, to take the streets. Then tomorrow, if you hear the one start assume picking up rates and taxes or something like that, take the streets so that you then say,
I'm telling you, different aspects to this situation, different people looking at it differently, and that's why we're here, right here on Delta 9 Media. We analyze as many aspects as to what's going on with these headlines on the ground. We call in, there's a chat, there's so much going on in the live, and guess what? We are right here, right now, live on a powerful Thursday afternoon. And these are the headlines that we're going to start off with right now on Delta 9 Media. Big up to all the travelers that are in the chat right now. Everyone that's going to catch this in the rewind in the future. One love.
I'm meeting with the fishermen because of a lot of promises. You're on? So we're presently under the Kanji Bridge, Region 6, meeting with the sheet anchor fishermen, where a lot of promises were made by the PPP administration. Just now, sir, right? This is my platform. I'll give you a chance just now, right? Have some respect. Have some respect, sir. Have some respect. The fishermen invited me here. Please have some respect. I know you're a main beneficiary receiving millions of dollars in contracts, right? So have some respect. Have some respect. So we have about over 30 to 40 fishermen. And they have some issues that are lasting for decades. despite promises made by the PVP administration. So we are here to listen to the concerns affecting our fisher folk. So I would like the fisher folk to come forward. Let us hear some of the issues that you are facing and what was promised before the election by the treacherous PVP administration. We want to hear about cash grab, right? We don't want to hear about cash grant right now.
Only under this administration so the PPP administration have been fulfilling its mandate to the citizens of Guyana. You understand? They have been fulfilling their mandate to fulfill their mandate. We don't come and promise people don't fulfill it.
I am meeting with these fishermen. Please have some respect.
I have respect, but
right, let me hear from the fishermen.
And I'm here
because every time you come in here is to victimize these poor people, victimize them and harass them.
I am distributing cash grant. That's a promise by the PPP.
So where's the cash grant? Bring it now and give them.
Our staff are coming through all the ports.
Bring the cash grant now and give them.
My staff would present the checks to the recipients.
Bring the cash grant now and give the fisher folk.
Those persons would have received
did the chase. This we use is 1,200 right? A pen can like 3,000 to 5,000 of those things. There's millions of dollars worth, right? When this grass come out, all them men they say suffering. You tell me if 150,000 I can compensate for last millions, right? He talking about 150,000. 150,000 is what? You understand? We've been suffering like this for years from like 3 generations back. This grass just coming out in large quantity, destroying we pain.
The weed.
Right? The weight, yeah. Then they come, it clag up here, black up here, so all them boat get trapped in there. But there's the fishermen, them can't even work. You understand? We can't go in because all them boats stick up in there and nobody can't go anyway. This grass has come and full up from the warfare till in front of the channel. Full up.
Nobody each and every fisherman is grass bad and people that go on board.
One more problem with this grass. We have to cut it 1 time a year, right? I want to cut it 4 times a year. 1 time a year, this grass needs to cut June, May, 2. Now they cut 4 times a year. It causes more problem for we now. We used to be 1 time a year, 4 times a year.
Punishment.
We just struck the guy in 2 now in this question walk there. And
you took chase to it tomorrow it gone. Grass carried away. Broke down your pen.
Become the other day, we trying to talk to them and show them what going on, and if we don't mind, and they put it on the media set that they spoke to fishermen and they never spoke to nobody.
The money every time we cut this grass.
By the chase from them,
right? We concerned about killing me out.
Pressure me body.
All we saying everything, all we engine everything breaking.
So wait, man. For all these years, how y'all operating in this condition?
Just like this.
The fastest growing economy. Show them the condition the fishermen go operate.
Wow.
Look. Before.
Recently, I saw, I don't know if the contract went through, but I saw that persons were supposed to come in, right, and start doing some fishing, big scale fishing, large scale fishing, with a lot of large vessels and stuff like that. I don't know if they got those contracts, and that's why these persons are being treated like that. Give me a 9 in the comment section if I'm coming through clearly. It looks like if I'm freezing up a little bit on the screen, just to make sure that I'm coming through clearly on your side and there's not a lag in the presentation. 9 for my moderation, if you could see me clearly and hear me clearly. But again, yeah, this is real rough that these persons keep going through this similar situation over and over again. But guess what? Representation is on the ground, right? And they're highlighting these important details about the hurdles that our brothers are facing. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Please and thank you. Drop it into the live, drop it into the chat area so that we can have some meaningful conversation about it. And call in. The number will be on the screen.
Before the elections, the PPP mouthpieces came out here. The same guy came out and promised the fishermen that they will have a landing site with shed, with a ramp, proper convenience, so our fisher folk can work, can ply their trade, so that they can provide for their families. But how it's looking in this country, only a certain set must provide. Only a certain set must provide for their families. They promised them that the weed from the Kanji Creek that is floating coming down, that is damaging their pen sticks, that they will get amphibious excavators to go into the creek, to take out the weed, to store it on the barges, and then get rid of the weed. Instead of the weed gotta come and float down and damage all the pen sticks, even heading out to the Barbies Bridge with the pontoons.
Because the water, the people using it to drink. Why when the grass comes down, you current, so nobody don't use the water to drink, take the pontoon and take out the grass or the water before you reach it and harass you on the seagull.
So for days,
you're trying to pull on your boat, you see an engine, you know, 3 people dead. The man don't care what people like. Look how much years you complain about this grass, the man that pay with no mind. And you think they kill people all the time.
And speaking so, what's the police come down? So you could cure the proof of it.
Now, if they want this thing from me, you send me, they get like that, never see a grass coming. What you could do? You got to let everything and save your life.
but it's a simple fix where we just can't get the problem sorted. It's simple. So why you and the PPP, the regional chair, the REO? Yes, look how the grass affecting the fisher.
There's limit to.
Start back the video.
And since the 4th of June, I send this media message from Hampton now and Caribbean. I got like snippet ship and red light. I about more than 2 times ship knocked me pen. And I make a report all the time and they can't give me an answer. I'm to know when I keep calling them, they tell me they got make that private matter. I'm to know I take the matter to court since the 23rd of May. And I'm to know the matter can't finish yet. Them dead. They said the judge sick and I got wait till the 16th of September before I get it next year. Don't get nothing on certain.
The next thing, right? They promised me the president himself at the beginning well.
Which president? Who?
Yeah, finally.
Oh.
Promised me 100-acre land for the aqua farming. Till now, we know with land there. They just still starting for the land. So you want to know what happening right now? Which part we going to mind this of fish? Because they're still looking for the location of the land. And we suffering right now.
One that the people who own there, who come here, tell the trick out there. We own from Frickmouth till the Shell Beach.
Oh, buddy, this is a shame how you got these fishermen work.
No. We just clean
How
here.
we can get the men working like this?
Clean in here. What day does we talk in here? When we clean it, and we start the cleaning exercise, the same person that comes here now and tell you that the place is dirty. The same very person be dirty in it. We get a month exercise.
But you promise the men a proper facility.
Them excavate and push all them fisherman chase overboard.
No.
Cleaning with them do the
No, we didn't push anything overboard.
Them throw all the chase overboard. Some of the chase was me. Every people put it back on the dam.
No.
I'm telling you, so much going on right now in our beautiful nation. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Drop it into the comment section, or let me put the banner up on the screen so persons can call it in. There's so much about this situation right here that needs to be corrected, right? And big up to Team Win, who's been very busy today, I could tell you. Among other days, but very busy today, highlighting a number of situations that is definitely calling for some attention for members of the opposition. And the leader of the opposition and his team were out and about making sure that certain things were rectified, and these situations that persons are facing, these hurdles on the ground, are definitely being surmounted, and problems are being presented to ministries that can take care of these relevant issues, right? Navjo, big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Navjo is one of our frequent travelers and a loyal supporter to Delta 9 Media. Big up yourself, King. Thanks for being a part of the live. Good evening to Delta 9 and crew. Big up yourself every single time. I'm telling you, we've got so many things to get into. There's some of these situations, and you know, when we think about it, Delta 9 travelers, when we think about it, we got to ask ourselves, what is going on in the Ministry of Labor, right? Is there a committee that is going to be assigned to just deal with matters like this? Is there a committee already dealing with this but is overwhelmed, and these are the ones that spill over? What's really going on? Because there's a number of things. Remember, just recently, the brothers went back to India, right? Because they were dealing with all kind of situation in Guyana. Then we had another incident where persons were complaining about the NIS and not getting paid and all kind of thing. Now here we go, Fisher Folk highlighting more issues on the ground. Desiree, thanks for being a part of the live. Desiree saying good night to everyone. Pick up yourself, Desiree. Who else is live with us right now? Cheryl, thanks for tuning in. Brandon is saying Mohamed will always be the one. Mohamed will always be the only one who will stand for the poor people in Guyana. Big up yourself, Brandon. Thanks for being a part of this live presentation. Plus, for dropping insightful comments in the comment section. Rasta Empress, insightful moderation, is saying this: that man is an MP. He should be respected. Come on, Region 6. Verbies is my home. I'm telling you, I want to know how we going on. And then I was really watching at how these persons, this approach and try to deal with Honorable Mr. Mohamed, right? And I saying they would have tried these things with Honorable Mr. Jagan when he was in the position of the opposition leader, or they could have tried these things with LFS, Honorable Mr. Burnham when he was in that position, or they could have tried them thing with certain so many other people. It's kind of making me look at this situation and say, but you know, sometimes people are really approaching this matter as if they're not dealing with an MP. And at some point, they gotta realize that when you disrespect the leader of the opposition in certain manner, you're also doing the same thing to the country and to other persons that are part of leadership, regardless, right? We hear some more of these details before we jump into other headlines.
You throw your son, correct? recklessly.
You
I want to
see,
clear up the area.
you can't treat the men like this,
No,
you
no,
know.
no, we're not
And then when
treating
you want the
anybody
votes, hold on,
Nobody's
just now you're
treating
gonna talk.
anybody unfairly.
And when you want the
Nobody's
votes,
treating them
you're
unfairly.
coming in here and begging the people for the votes, and then you're treating them like
No, 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 no. We're treating everybody as human, as Guyanese.
But this is human. This is only pigs is operating this.
We clean the area and their door came back. Every once a month.
Nobody need a proper facility, my brother. They need a facility with a nice concrete base,
This gentleman here
with a
is part
shed,
of the fishing park. There is
with
a way
access to
that
water.
They're building a tarmac for them.
But when
with
it
a
building?
shed.
When?
The contract, the tender was already been out, so it's coming right in the car. They suggested the location they want to use here because it's easy access
Yeah, but
to them.
it's years you're promising them.
No, 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 it's not years. We
It's
promised
years.
them. Nobody promised them years. Don't run away with
No,
that
no, it's
perception
years.
You got
It's-
carried away with
no,
the
it's
wrong
years.
separate
No,
information.
no, no.
No, it's wrong information. Yes, why is it there?
Just like this. Just now. 37 years, the ban and doing this. And it was more worse. This whole place is was good. Fisherman built this farm piece. Before them broke the wire from building back, we build the wire from there. You understand? This is not now this happening. This is 37 years, we could tell you. By the 37 years. The ban reached this.
Maintain that wire before they come and do something. But this wire for the really good is for them people and who's at in the river. And this is why they want to one here for and build a shed here for you with a ramp so we can get a big swing left and so on the high part. Yeah, but when? Look how long the promise swing. Every time the chief, every time they come
they come the other day, we try to ask them, them and go when they put it on the video, so they speak to you.
Yeah. Please have some respect.
We are having respect.
Do not raise your voice. Let us have some respect, some decency.
We are having decency.
I'm meeting with these fisher folk. Have some respect.
I am having respect
Right?
for your persons asking me for clarity.
Just so we have some
But
respect.
you can't come with the wrong information.
This is my platform. Let me talk to the people. Right? Right? Not right. Just so we can talk. We hear from you.
Terrible. Mud, water, condition. Walk out deep water, so little pick there. One is in the back there. There's spunk. Nothing them doing in this place.
Heated debate on the ground. But guess what? Fisher folk ain't want to hear that. Them man want to see changes. They don't want to hear no long talking. It's about time. You hear people highlighting the fact that it's been so many years and nothing is changing. Now when the country got it and they seen so much development in so many different departments, so many industries is growing, them are looking around and saying, but wait, how we place looking like this? Yeah, see how the place looking Delta 9 travelers? Man, we hear some more coming in right here from the leader of the opposition.
You see the manners, you see the manner, how they're behaving? Huh? Yeah.
They do come.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ask them if they build a water. If it wasn't for the previous government, all fishermen would have carried on the Egypt. It's the previous government built a water.
Wow.
It's Granger built a water feed. Who they build before fishermen had to buy wood and do their own thing. Good.
I'm telling you, hear what the fisher folk highlighting? You hear what the fisher folk highlighting them and say, hey, if it wasn't for who? If it wasn't for the government before, the government with the oil money. Granger, big up yourself, Honorable Mr. Granger, wherever you are right now. Thanks for all your years of service, sir. And for all the service that you continue to render to our beautiful country. You hear persons are singing your praise years after you would have came out of office. I'm telling you, let's hear this Again, for emphasis. Big up to all the travelers right now in the chat.
You see the manners, you see the manner, how they're behaving? Huh? Yeah.
They do come.
Huh? Yeah.
Ask them if they build a water. If it wasn't for the previous government, all fishermen would have carried on the Egypt. It's the previous government build a water.
Okay.
Nothing. It's great to build a water feed.
Mm-hmm.
Who they build before fishermen have to buy wood and do their own thing. Good.
And we're hearing this conversation that, you know, a lot of times persons will say, oh, when the PNC was in government, what the PNC do? What creating to them they do? You're hearing persons highlighting the works of the former president. All right.
So, in this whole discussion, the personals brought you here, the resident, which is their right. They brought you here, right?
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing for the people personally? What
Ray.
do you come here to do?
Ray.
All right. What do you come here to do?
Listen to me carefully.
Other than your promises, what do you come here to do?
Listen to me carefully, right? Right? This is not my first visit, second visit here. A lot of times I will come and visit these men.
Yes.
You need to stop victimizing and stop intimidating people out
Nobody
here.
is victimizing. Nobody
Do not
is
do that.
We are working with
I am
the people.
here to meet with the fisher folk,
But what
to
are
listen
you
to the
doing
issues.
for the people?
Well,
What-
you rest assured, once I'm here, in no time you are going to arrange a fixed
you have,
meeting.
you have to set
That
a
is why
time.
I'm
You
here.
can't tell me that in no
So what
time.
you doing here?
We are working
What
with
you
the
doing
people.
here?
Tell me if this make any sense. You understand me? All right. It's established. The opposition is the opposition. The government is the government. If you're there and you have the capacity of one of the wealthiest governments in the world, look at the position of that environment that persons are working in. Don't you think that, you know, it would make sense for you to render some amount of assistance? Right? It would make sense for you to say, listen, we got a mandate, this and this is going to be the case. Very soon, we're going to send personnel over here to assist and to make sure that there's some amount of assistance because we know it's rainy season, X, Y, and Z. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, and put things in place. The money is there, the wealth is there. Why? Persons must experience life in this manner. Why people must experience life in this manner? They make no sense, buddy. The people them out there, them man could see what's going on. They're the ones that gotta work in that environment. You think you could paku them, man? Them man catch paku, you can't paku them, man. I tell you, hey, you feel you could paku them big, man. Them man catch paku, buddy.
We are working with the people. We are working for the people.
So why you didn't come out all the time to meet with them?
We were always on the
Why
ground.
only now I'm out here, you out here?
No, I was always on the ground looking at the streets in Cash.
Warning, your power don't last forever, you know.
Everybody know that. The
Power
power
don't last forever.
forever.
And do not trample on the rights of
Nobody
people.
is
Do not
trampling
trample
on the
and do
right.
not
What are
oppress
you-
people.
What
Can you excuse me?
No, what are you
Excuse me,
doing?
do not disrupt. Do not disrupt my meeting.
What are you doing?
Do not
for the
disrupt
people?
this
What
meeting.
are you doing?
Do not disrupt this meeting.
You cannot do anything for the people.
Let's take it. Move from this. Yeah.
Living in swamp for mud.
Hmm.
Them do things for people.
Yeah.
Go and see them people behind the way, give them little boat to come out.
Leave that guy
Crazy.
alone, man. That is a mouthpiece, man. Leave him alone. Yeah. Yeah.
Look how much poor people are behind the rail. Go and see them. Go and see them people who are float behind.
A warning, your power don't last forever. Right?
Don't take enough from our body. We
Yeah.
keep fed up by you. We take enough gun, buddy.
Before you come out here talking,
We know me that by this wife and government not do nothing but we with grass, buddy. And nothing else with nothing. Yeah, that is the truth.
You see how the people resenting you?
That is the truth.
You see?
Everybody.
You see how the people resenting you? Right? Just let me listen to the people and let me hear their concerns so that you can take some notes and put it forward to your ministers then. Ray, take the notes and put it forward. That's all, buddy. What's all this fight about?
Man, this whole village here said that for you, me tell you what. The man is treat we bad all the time. But just that people don't want to come out. Because the man is not listening with problem. The man is not just time with me. Everybody want to come out, but people frightened. People don't want to come forward. But this whole village is for you, man. The man is not doing nothing for we. You know what you tell this place now work nowhere, they got nothing to do.
But we have so many fisher folk here, right? They're scared to even talk. Right, they're here, they have so many issues that they were promised things by this administration. And this administration failed them to build a simple shed for them. Up to now, they can't build a shed.
Government people come here, ministers inside. When I'm done, they post it up on the media and tell them, smoke the fisherman. Let me talk to nobody.
3 or 4 van load come. They come and this guy went there, he talked to them and said, we come for nothing, it's right, bingo.
And they put it on the media, said that they spoke to fisherman, they spoke to nobody. They asked to talk to them. And they just go away.
Yeah.
Right.
Look how taxpayers' money gotta pay them to come out here to video when I got my meeting. Look. Yeah.
No people that behind stuff. See how them live in.
There's a generation of condition, but we have operated.
Huh? And told him to move.
Yeah, on them, let's go nobody.
Oh, really?
Ray them not do nothing to we, boss. This is more than one time Ray them come and just panic.
What the man telling me about your parents? Got time with people. And you don't got time with the parents. Yeah. They don't listening to the big man, you know.
Oh, the same PVP guy, Ray.
Yeah.
So what the man say?
The man say, you buy move from here, you don't got time with your own parents.
Remember, you got to talk fee supper, you know. You got to talk fee contracts.
Serious times in our beautiful nation. I'm telling you, Delta 9 travelers, what are your views about these developments? It seems like it's too frequent, you know. It's too frequent. And then what we gotta realize is that this information here is gonna get around. And then now, when it comes down to certain industries, people are going to be negligent to get involved. And that can't be right. That can't be right if we're talking about development. That can't be right if we're talking about persons coming into the country from other parts of the world looking for employment. And then if Guyanese is reaching these kind of problems, who's going to reach them, buddy? What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Drop it in the comment section. Call it in. The hotline number is on the screen scrolling. One love right now to everyone that is in the chat. Big up to everyone that's going to catch this live in the rewind in the future as well. Thanks for spending some time with us right here on Delta 9 Media.
A natural way to stay ready, baby. 'Cause I'm ready for you, Mr. C. The ultimate male supplement, men's total wellness formula, packed with essential nutrients for men's health. She'll call you Mr. C. 8 Butterfly Black Seed, loaded with antioxidants and essential nutrients for your body's needs. Breathe better, feel better, live healthier. All the benefits of black seed oil without the taste. 8 Butterfly Black Seed Capsule.
Unity or else. Unity or else more of the same. Do we really want to change? Is the opposition going to find it within themselves to do the necessary so there can be some amount of unity so that we could have a government that can now represent the people, so that we can have a government that's not going to leave situations to happen like what we were just witnessing right there. Y'all hear what the fisher folk were highlighting, and them is not the only people who are crying out. But guess what? Honorable Dr. Todd is giving the ultimatum. He's saying unity, or it's going to be more of this. If the opposition and persons within that particular part of the government don't find it within themselves to come together, how can they hope to become the new government to replace the one that is now putting persons in certain positions? It's not everything bad about what's going on right now, you know. But some of the situations that we highlighting, nobody remedying it. There's not persons coming forward, as we can just see, that's coming forward with a plan and a motive to rectify the situation. They're coming out to make sure that the opposition leader don't get no shine, don't talk with the people them when the people them done their problem. Last I understand, prevention is better than cure, you know. I know we know the talking in Guyana, and a lot of persons say it over and over again. Prevention is better than cure. So where was the preventative measures for what's going on right there? But we're going to hear right now from who? Honorable Dr. Todd, highlighting these details right here for us.
People. What therefore is the solution to many of the atrocities that we are faced with in Guyana? To unite. If we unite as a people on all the excesses and injustices that we are faced with in this country, they must, they will, they have no other choice but to listen. You're going to see a different dynamics of the PPP because they recognize that the people are now united. The more the PPP can keep us apart, is the more they are going to succeed with their plans and their plot. They cannot survive in unity. You know, you want to ask me where is the evidence of unity? You have a number of crossovers who sit in the PPP. You have had a number of things happening in this country. Have you seen any one of them?
That's a powerful question, Dr. Todd. A very powerful question. What is the answer, Delta 9 travelers? I see a number of persons are voting right now. There's a poll in the chat for persons to vote whether or not they think that the opposition is going to answer to Dr. Todd's ultimatum for unity. Last I checked, the majority was saying that they will. I'm asking for moderation to just give us a picture so we could get an idea where the poll is right now as far as the votes go. And we're asking persons to participate so that we could get an understanding of, you know, the views of persons all over the world about that question right there. What y'all think about unity in the opposition? Big up yourself, Hysen. Thanks for being a part of the live. Hysen is one of our loyal channel member, and she's highlighting this. A blessed Thursday to Delta and the crew and the listening audience. One love, Hysen. Thanks for being a part of the live. And thanks again for supporting independent media. All right. All right. So we got a 57% versus 43%. Do you think the opposition will answer Dr. Todd's call for unity? 57% is saying yes, 43% are saying no. What are your views? Make sure that you take part in this poll because we got two other polls before the live is finished. So if you can get a chance to vote in this one, you can definitely get a chance to participate in the other two. But we're asking that you participate in this one if you would like to. Do you think the opposition will answer Dr. Todd call for unity? What are your views? Drop your votes in the chat area. Big up to all the travelers right now in the chat, all the channel members. Big up to all the moderators. Don't talk about our people coming to Guyana for labor because Guyanese is all over the world working and living. So I don't think that should be a conversation right now. Well, we're talking about home, you know. We're talking about where I was born. All right, Charles, I don't know. I could be mistaken what was in the context of the message, but people is always gonna have views of coming home and working and, you know, being a part of the economy where they were born, you know. So I don't know. They definitely should fix certain things, though, man. They can't be right at all. Persons going all over the world internationally, people from Jamaica, people from India, people from different parts of the world got we done in certain ways. Not right, you know? Not right at all. And then it's not right to just to do them things to people. When people work, they should be awarded their recompense for their labors, right? Good evening, my brother. Now, Joe, big up to Paulette. Thanks for tuning in. One of our moderators right here on Delta 9 Media. Now, Joe said we're talking about the PPP corrupt party. These crooks only care about themselves. I'm telling you. Desiree saying this is very sad. I'm guess persons are conversating about the situation before. Rasta Empress is saying it's time to have it's time to have a united government. We've been separated for oh so long, right? Been separated, but them are playing divide and rule for a while. Set it up so that we will always be bickering and going against one another, right? They put certain conflicting cultures in the people and then they tell you that you should become one. Well, then that would mean you would have to work through all of these conflicts that are now a part of your culture and my culture and that culture and their culture. We would have to realize that we now have to find some way to move beyond all of that, you know? And those are the hurdles that we've been facing for generations. It's more than 60 years, you know. More than 60. Joan, thanks for being a part of the live. Joan is saying, yes, I think they should come together. Joan is dropping it into the comment section. Joan, good evening. I hope that you took some time and you voted on the poll with the question that was asked, because then you can actually, you know, be a part of the poll that we have here asking that same question. Big up yourself to everybody right now that's in the live. Let's hear some more from the Honorable Dr. Todd.
Coming out to speak and to condemn and to say to the public, this, what has happened is wrong, and therefore I will work towards getting it corrected. My brother, Stephen Peters, attorney at law from Canada, made a very long post tonight But I have a very short statement for Mr. Peters. What is happening in Guyana cannot occur in Canada. Cannot occur in Canada. And where you are seeing injustices in Canada, look at the coordinated fight against those injustices. You come to Guyana, you shake hand, you smile, you drink, you knock glass, you go to party with what you call the upper bracket of the PPP. And you believe that you understand the struggles of the Guyanese people. You don't understand the struggles of the Guyanese people. You don't understand it. So I say to you, if you want anyone to take you seriously, then use connection. The president is your best buddy. You talk about that. You boast about that. Then use your connection to advocate for the betterment of our people and the justice, and that justice will come for those in which they are faced with grave injustices. Why have we not seen you at the young Jakim's home and the quest where the police pushed a gun through the hole and shot him in the yard, unarmed man? Why are we not hearing your voice on that? Why are you not saying publicly it is an injustice? And therefore, why are you not using all your calls? You have the direct call of the top man of this country. Why have you not made a call and say to the Guyanese people, don't make it in private, make it public, and say to the Guyanese people that these are the things which we are seeing? You see, this is the problem that we continue to see with people who want to profess that they understand this whole fight for justice.
Big up yourself, Sly. Thanks for being a part of the live. Big up to all the frequent travelers, all the moderators, right? Rasta Empress is saying this: the body is made up of many functions. The eye cannot tell the ears you are. The eye cannot tell the ears. You need them both, right? To play the part that they're functioning in. The body, simple logics. Everybody got to play their part, and everybody got to make sure that they unify so that the body, the country, can move the way that it should. Insightful moderation. Pick up yourself, Rasta Empress. Thanks for dropping the insights in the chat. Flight, what's going on? Flight is saying, Delta 9 family, don't forget, it's divide and rule, and that's the only plan. I'm telling you. But we're no fools. There gotta be a way that we could overcome, right, Fly? Gotta be a king in this jungle. But I'm not a fool. Definitely. Big up yourself, Fly.
Equality, etc. in Guyana. They give themselves the relevance to come out and attack the people who are fighting and are in the struggle for justice, and are in the struggle for equality, and are in the struggle for a fair share for each Guyanese in this country. You come out against them. But what you are not doing, we have not seen, and this is one of the reasons I will never be a welcomed person into the PPP. So nobody called me. Don't call me to join the PPP. I will give you like in this Simona Broom's voice. Don't call me. Don't call me. But on a serious note, I am saying to you, if you have to join a political party and cannot use your voice, your influence and your connection to speak out against excesses in this country, then you're totally wasting your time in any space talking or coming to comment about anybody.
Powerful points coming in from the Honorable Doctor.
Come 2030, we turn out in such massive numbers against the PPP that it's too big for them to rig. And we vote in place a government that will keep its word of constitutional reform and reforming this system to every Guyanese, that we will keep our word to the Guyanese people. And then if after 5 years we don't do it, vote us out.
I agree.
The power is in the hands of Guyanese. The power is there. We have gone around this thing for a very long time. It is only the people of Guyana that will do this, and you got to turn out in numbers that they cannot rig the election. Everybody has got to speak against them.
That's the conversation right now. In the opposition, getting things together, making a way for unity, hopefully, so that we can see some amount of difference in what's going on in our beautiful country. Because there's so many things right now that definitely need some real attention, need some real adjustments, you know? Who are the frequent travelers in the chat right now? Marcia said, yes, MP. I think someone is calling in. Greetings, Samuel. You're on to Delta 9 Media Line.
But like you now, written players, those two players, and slam from just now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What?
Okay, now.
The other guy has my voice committee. The other guy has just the voice, you know?
Yeah.
Come to the media and shut up. The young guys, the same energy used in the media,
Yeah.
use the same energy when it comes back there.
Good. Yeah.
First thing, yeah, they could have managed to sell that they got the differences, right? Nobody said that they got to love one another. But if essentially people, there's so many things that people come together for the same country. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Too much of people people. They got so many things in this country that all the parties can come together from. Because I don't know one common enemy, and it's the PvP.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Dethrone the PvP. Rise up against it. There's so many things happening. When one person can, the other person will have to touch it. When they go, you know, it's serious. And then the people have to suffer.
Yeah.
So they got to be coming together. Like another statement when they say we're coming together for the people. Not for people with selfishness. For the people, for the poor, for the people. And that doesn't only help us come someday, it just come and help people genuinely. You help people and people can help you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They can't just stand up for me, just stand up for you.
Yep.
And that's what they need to do. put aside the differences. Nobody's saying you have to forget everything if you don't want to. It's up to you, but don't make that multi people's sport.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come together, let me stand up, let me fight, and we get better country.
Every time.
So that's just, yeah, man.
Big up yourself, Samuel. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for dropping those insights right here on the flight with Delta 9 Media. Big up to all the frequent travelers, everybody that's take some time for calling and make the live what it is. Everybody that's dropping insightful commentary into the comment section, big up yourself as well. You help to make this live presentation what it is. Drop the poll one more time into the chat for me, or into the presentation for me, so persons can see was the final on that particular poll before we move forward. Please and thank you, moderation. Let's get the final tally on the first poll in the live. Let's see what persons are saying about unity and the opposition, right? Before we move forward with some more headlines right here, right now. We got a 59 to 4 to 1. But yes, do you think the opposition will answer Dr. Todd call for unity? 59% said yes, 41% said no. What do you say for all the persons that's going to catch the live in the rewind in the future? Drop your yes or no into the comment section, right? Let's have some meaningful discussions about this very important thing, because without unity, there's going to be a problem with victory at the elections, right? And we could see, because that happened the last time. All right. Now, recently, the president was out and about. Yeah, see? The sun ain't even rise yet. And the president is out dealing with these matters. Let me catch up with what's going on.
This is one of the major challenges. This is what we will have to work on with the vendors to come up with a solution here, because this is left overnight here. You can see this impedes not only the traffic, but then the garbage that is dumped from these facilities. So these are some of the challenges. We work towards improving the carpets.
Hello, can you hear me?
The general environment in and around the city. Of course, years of neglect by the city council. All of the investment here around the city in the last 5 years is led by the central government. So this is what it was like. This is what we're trying to convert. And if you see here, is where there is a whole underground drainage that is ineffective now. So these are the things we have to fix around the city as we work on the city enhancement plan. These are some of the things that we have to fix. But this is what it is like, and this is what we're converting it to now with the sand, the crushed stone, and the stiff. So we'll try to see how much of this we can get done by 5, 6 in the morning before the traffic starts to come back heavily into the city. But this is what we're working on now. So this section here, we will need to do some work in the underground drainage that goes across the road so that we can fix this situation here. beautiful we're talking about the sand, got stone, and then it's sitting at the top of the ceiling. All of this was salty clay from the water. This is what we trying to
Some of the presidential plans for Georgetown, right? You gotta remember, there's only one capital city. So we gotta make sure that we do everything that we can do till it shine like the gem that it should be shining like. Guyana is known for gold. Guyana is known for the Garden City as well. So the city should be looking and feeling as such. The president was once the Minister of Housing. Plus he got a team with it and he got the funds as well to make sure that this year's second term is a term that Guyanese will remember for generations because of the development, the changes and the different things that happen inside the Georgetown. So when people come back from different parts of the world, they must say, what? Yeah. You do your thing. Say what you want to say, but you do this. Say what you want to say, but you do that. Right? Do we see some more of what's being highlighted? Because we're going to make sure we update you on all the developments that come in as these updates unfold right here on Delta 9 Media. So make sure you join the team, buddy. Subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. But we will help to keep you connected with everything trending in Guyana and the diaspora. One love to everybody that's in the live right now. Bantu King, what's going on? Bantu King is saying the government and the president are laughable. They are impressing no one. Big up yourself, Bantu. Thanks for tuning in. Shell is saying, dude, you're not getting Georgetown. Samuel, what's going on?
Yo, Milky, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget something. You see this fellow that the Todd was talking about, what he said about being nice and everything and everything, so, right? We have kind of follow these ones, right? They got confusing the forces in the government.
Yeah.
They got the last thing with the local thing.
Yeah.
Come the minute they come out and talk against anyone, they're not making breath to know that things ain't right in this country. Yeah, feel me?
Yeah.
But remember, when they talk, they say we don't say best friend when they want to happen, they don't know who's them. You understand me?
Yeah.
They don't talk to them when they are related, they get black. You understand? So not for them in a second. They don't just even for people, drink the soup and shut them up. When you want, the system praises. You understand? Not for this country, when they make money, gone in all the big fancy places, then they look back and they talking, oh, Guyana is bad, everything goes, everything. You understand me? Now they don't come down to the ground and see what's going on. You understand?
Yeah.
So, if I expect nothing different, if I expect nothing different from them, I think you're saying, you see the same this person being around, like lying to figure and all this kind of thing. One thing the opposition should do, remember they say the opposition doesn't with all of them, right? Send out people every time we talk solid, and then next day, we talk and tell people know the truth. You understand?
Yeah, positive.
You don't start telling them the movies, you will want this next thing. The one who are taking you know this thing, and let people know the truth. You understand? And then this one have to me and say, yeah, they have to listen to them, they have to come them, they have to come them. Yeah, so no longer deny one sector people and then people start to compete. Compete, you know, so this was really, you get behind them and
Positive. Positive.
Yeah.
Big up yourself. I tell you, Samuel say, hey, don't let the light sink in. Make sure that you highlighted what's going on and what's the truth. Shell is saying, you're not getting Georgetown. Local government election is right around the corner, right, Shell? Big up yourself. You done peep the card already. You done peep the card, buddy. Remember, every time we get a call, you see an edit, you see a pre-recorded, remember, Team Delta, Team Samsung, keeping us connected. No matter where in the world we are located, Samsung, every single time. June is saying, I thank Dr. Todd for educating the Guyanese people who are living in Guyana and other countries every single time. Plus, I want to big up Dr. Todd for all the work as well that he's doing on the ground, assisting so many persons in need of legal representation in times when there's no one really there to help or to represent them in a real way. I see you so many times. We highlight it so many times here. Big up yourself, Dr. Todd. Big up to the whole team over at Todd and Associates, and big up to the whole APNU as well. Out and about, doing the service, doing the work of the people, right? Bantu King is saying sidewalks that exist from I was a kid are way better than the ignorant ones built under the PPP. You know, I really hope that, to be honest with you, with the amount of things that persons be saying about the PPP, given that the funds is there in the country, PPP should shut up everybody's mouth and just say, watch we know, watch what we can do for change and, you know, do certain things. Now, what y'all gonna say? What y'all gonna say about this or what y'all gonna say about that? Hopefully. And guess what? The country will benefit from that change. And everybody would have to look differently at the persons in power and say, hey, the man is doing the thing. Or highlight what is being done. Showcase what's being done. So we could analyze it, we could present it, and the persons could know about all these great works that are being, you know, executed. Shell is saying, thanks Delta for correcting it for me. What do you mean? I gotta check back and see where it was referencing. But nonetheless, ain't nothing, buddy. Ain't nothing. Thanks for tuning in and for dropping insights in the comment section nonetheless. Conrad, good night. Thanks for being part of the live. Maybe see some more about what the president is highlighting now. Very busy President Ali, right? Showcasing some of the presidential developments coming to the Garden City, coming to our one and only Georgetown, GT, buddy. That's the presidential developments and certain other infrastructural development that definitely come into certain area. So when I touch GT now, when I do so, show on the camera and say, hey, I live over here in the avenue. And I seen a lot of things change up. I seen this, that, and the third. Is because of none other than certain developments coming in from the mayor and city council and the president. Well, we're going to get into some of what the mayor is highlighting right after we hear some more from the president, because when it comes down to the development bank, you know, the president had to come back and give you some more insights on what's going on. And I want to point out this thing too. Honorable Mr. Best yesterday, right? He helped me to understand that, listen, this policy is now one-sided thing, you know. This is a policy that is supposed to be put in place so that don't matter who come into power, it's something that will perpetuate, right? So this development bank could be something that can perpetuate and help persons get a start capital. One of the most important aspects to building wealth, right? Capital. So when you're hearing you're getting access to 3 million at the most, we make sure we use it in a real way, nobody. We don't play a game like they could get anything from me and run off with the money and them type of thing. No. We make sure that we do it the right way. Set up businesses. Establish ways to be prosperous and get real generational wealth for ourselves and we loved ones, because the opportunities are there or are presented to be there. And if they're not highlighted so that persons could understand the bait and switch, if it does occur, is going on, right?
On building a strategy to win. And that is what the Guyana Development Bank is all about. When the People's Progressive Party placed in its manifesto the formation of a Guyana Development Bank, it was geared towards building prosperity, enhancing income, empowering people, creating new businesses, and supporting small and medium-sized enterprises, taking families into position of owning things. And that is what builds a winning strategy. But in life itself, whether it's a World Cup football, whether it's cricket, if your objective is to win and to succeed, then you have to have a strategy that is built with an idea, a strategy that is supported with hard work, resilience, a strategy that is backed by the necessary investment, a strategy that is backed by the human capacity, a strategy in which you commit.
All right, so there's a new poll up right now in the chat, Delta 9 Travelers. A new poll. Do you have confidence in the president's plan for Georgetown? Yes or no? Do you have confidence in the president's plan for Georgetown? Yes or no? Drop it into the comment section. Vote in the poll that is in the chat right now. Right? We're going to highlight the votes on that poll as well in the live so persons can understand the views of persons all over the globe about what's going on in our beautiful country. Let's hear some more. Do you have confidence in President Ali's plan for GT? Yes or no? 71% so far is saying no. 29% is saying yes. All right. So far, it looks like most persons are saying no. All right. The poll is still up and people can still vote. We're going to check again just now. Let me hear some more from the president.
Commit yourself to achieving certain goals, ideals, and results. A winning strategy requires focus, requires dedication, requires commitment. A winning strategy is one in which you convert your energy, your being into positivity. A winning strategy cannot be supported from a position of negativity. And that is important as we embark on this journey of building small businesses, of empowering people. The Guyana Development Bank is about creating strategies at the individual and small business level that allows Guyanese to win, prosper, and succeed. The strategy has to be one that is sustainable and resilient, one that allows you to build an enterprise that would not last 2 weeks, a year, or 2 years, but an enterprise that would last a very long time, one that will continue to grow, one that will expand itself. And the Development Bank offers that seed, that important seed that would allow your ideas, your strategy, your plans to germinate. And then, of course,
Marcia is saying $200,000 cash grant ended up to $100,000. Guyana president and all minister vice president is lie. How much time power there? Lie to the 8th power. So that might be lie with infinity. Oh jeez. I tell you, big up yourself, Marcia. Thanks for being a part of the live presentation. Marcia says, lie, 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 lie. Enough lie. Ah, boy. Oh. Bantu King is saying, what has the PPP done to gain public confidence? Well, we could see from the poll that now a lot of persons are confident because I see the last time on the check just now, it was like 70-something to 20-something, which is crazy, Bantu. Narayana is saying, experience teaches wisdom. Pick up yourself. Narayana is saying, experience teaches wisdom. And it is a True Thursday and does sound like the truth. Pick up yourself. You see, just get some insightful persons that's joining into this live and just drop certain comments like the experience teaches wisdom. Makes sense why most persons are voting no confidence, right? In the proposals. It's a big no for me. Thanks for tuning in, Ariana, and thanks for being a moderator right here on the channel. I'm telling you. Bantu King, in my opinion, I don't think that affiliation would matter. I would more think your financial report. Yeah. You know what we're gonna do too? We're gonna go through the basics of setting up the business plan. So that persons that are looking for insights on it might get some. And I'm gonna see if I could network with Honorable Mr. Best or someone else that might have the time to come on and just give some insights to persons about, you know, different ways how they can set up their business plan and such. Big up to everybody that's dropping comments in the comment section.
we will help you to mold that plan, to shape that plan, so that the branches of success and the fruit of thy labor shall be your reward. But to have this winning strategy, we have to have a positive mindset. No batsman going out in a 2020 game can be successful if they go out with a negative mindset, worrying about the conditions of play, worrying about if they have to face the fastest bowler, worrying about failure. You have to create a positive mindset. And this is something I want every Guyanese to have as we embark on this journey together. The first phase of the development bank would create opportunities for thousands of Guyanese. We want every single person that will embark on a journey of success, a journey of fulfillment with the Guyana Development Bank to have a positive mindset. Let me say to you that this is a business opportunity. This is a loan that is interest-free and collateral-free, but it's not a grant. It is meant to allow you to build a business, to build prosperity, to build an enterprise, to build off of your creativity, to build off of your ideas, to support your ideas, to support your entrepreneurial spirit. It is not making a quick spin. The Development Bank is not, making a quick spin or a quick turnover or a quick transaction. That is not the strategy of the Development Bank. It is well thought out. That is why it has support mechanism and also a mechanism built in the organizational structure to allow you to grow, to incentivize the growth and development of your business from where you will start when this bank is launched. And
so we hear some of the developments coming with the new bank that will bring all of these opportunities for growth, opportunities for access to capital. And we definitely going to make sure that we update you with everything as it relates to this and other headlines that are definitely connected. Big up to all the persons right now on the ground that got a business plan waiting and ready for application. Reanalyzing what's taking place, because guess what? The 3 million can't pass. Opportunities like this got to be taken advantage of, right? Your Honorable Mr. Best was highlighting as well. And opportunities, we hope that persons will really be able to access. Well, recently, as we're talking about opportunities and persons being able to leverage the opportunities in the country, we're seeing this trend that's going on with the young persons in Guyana getting themselves caught up, especially, and I don't like using colorable terms to define it because we need to move beyond these colorable terms in language, because when we go before these different courts of law and stuff like that, this colorable law that we're using put us at a disadvantage, but I'm going to use it. Black people, children, finding themselves in all type of problems. Why? We're making wrong decisions because we might not understand certain things, or we're making ignorant decisions about a lot of things that is causing us to lose our lives. Maybe we're going now with these details.
After attempt robbery of a Chinese store, he pull out the weapon urgently and telling everybody get on the floor, telling the security guards get on the floor. When he raised the air, the police officer that was duty approaching him. He tried the weapon that he had there. He fired the police officer run. It was a revolver, and them do. Now he's on a knife. Now he will want to tell some of your little mother Scott. Y'all feel, when these police catch y'all, is any chatting foot and send you to the hospital and them thing? No. They're getting paid for sending you home.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm feeling say, oh, give you a second chance is a mistake he make. Yeah, best get your life together, guys. Get your life together. Same. Listen, when we come out and we say Guyanese need jobs, they need this way. Yeah, I say, oh, there's job available for all Guyanese, and if it's just something want to work. I go and look work. Fast money is not the right money. Go get your hand dirty, bro. Go see man, go get your hand dirty. Fast money things, if I fast money left for you. No one on the run, one in jail. Get in, bro. News. Emmanuel Smith was on the live last.
Young youth. Condolences to the family and all the loved ones. Rise in power.
91 and not too long coming from Durban and Mandela, where another black brother, young man, just lost his life. I'm calling on my Guyanese brothers to take note, to value your life. Don't throw away your 3 points. Be contented. Okay? See people things and leave it alone. What one of the police guys said to me, that these guys are already robbed somewhere on Sherry Street, and then you come to Mandela Avenue to rob a next Chinese supermarket. Be contented. Greed, imprisonment, all. Okay? Be contented, my black brothers. See people things and leave it alone. Put your
Well, so they might eat the food up the road by sheriff, allegedly, and then looking for come down the road and eat another food. I'm telling you, this come back, go back situation is what's caused problem. Right? Problem. Because if we think about it, for you to come down from Sheriff Street to come down Mandela, for look and go on with the same thing in the same night, you don't respect yourself, you don't respect your life. You're wilding, bro. Them man straight up the street, up the road. You just do it and you're coming again. I tell you, big up yourself to all the frequent travelers. Donald, what's going on? Why Guyanese must take loans when the country has so much wealth? That's a very, very powerful question coming in right there, Donald. Thanks for dropping insights into the comment section. Moderator, what was the last final vote for the second poll that we had right here in this live presentation? Right? The second poll that we had ended at 75 to 25. Do you have confidence in President Ali's plan for Georgetown? And 75% said no, 25% said yes. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Drop it into the comment section. Just a second poll, yes. First poll, yes. Or first poll, no. Second poll, no. Whatever your views. You're seeing the information on your screen. Drop your yes and your no. Highlight it as the first poll or the second poll. And we're going to have some meaningful conversation in the comment section. I do reply to your comments when you leave them. There is no perfect politician. All they did dirt, and politics is a system set to lie to the people for it's all politricks. Real thing, Rasta Empress. Two wings on the same bird. You see the insights that just coming right here on Delta 9 Media? Two wings on the same bird. Thanks for dropping that into the comment section, Rasta Empress. And thanks again for being a moderator on the channel. Troy is saying, I believe that everyone can change. So I think you have to give them a chance and keep an open mind. Yeah, everybody can change, and you wanna give persons a chance to do the right thing and develop the country in the way that it should be.
Yeah, life, bro. The Chinese come to this country and making things affordable for we in this country. Let me tell you something. Before the Chinese come in, they drove and opened all these supermarkets and all these stores selling these clothes. We've been purchasing it from our Negro brothers and sisters. We've been purchasing it from our East Indian brothers and sisters store. And we was exploited. For decades, we've been exploited by them. Okay? And now the Chinese, people say because the Chinese ain't paying duty and all of these things. But the Chinese come with nice compatible rate, affordable prices. Okay? And then we know they come like God to us, our Jesus. Come to save.
Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live. All the way down.
Let's just keep the next price. You like to know all the loyal listeners and everyone.
Yeah, man. Same people. We're going up on US.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You know what I ask? Yes, everybody must have a chance, but you only just give them one, right?
Yeah.
Do something and then do it right, but then come back on you and say, yes, and you give it that one chance or two, but how many chances should we the Guyanese people give the government?
By chance, let's see them around with a chance.
You can't give them, they already abuse every option they have to prove to the people, and they're still selling the people that bullet. You see? They're still selling the people bullet.
So we're saying about confidence. We're saying about confidence in the development plan for the president. Yes or no?
Yes. There's nothing they're doing. Listen, they're not a new person. Let's have everything. That's not like they are made that theory here. You understand what plan? Show me a plan, right? Show me something the government do. Big in the country, like that develop it, that they don't have to go back and do more. They are doing certain things in the country to drive the finance out of the treasury. Because when they pay for the road, do they have to go back to their money for paying the same road they do a year or a couple months? That makes sense, bro.
It's crazy.
You see, people in this time are asking people. Not the politicians, the people who follow these people are with politics. Because what they are telling you, the politicians are doing to you, is telling you depend on the constitution.
Yeah.
When done in Guyana, none of the leaders, the people who rule in Guyana right now don't follow no constitution, no appointment. But the governors still believe in the constitution.
Yeah.
That's right. This is the constitution is mostly obtained and live up to by the people, the person, the party who run in the country. And if they don't live up to the constitution, though, you have a problem. Look, wait, parliament is in the street. Not no in a building of people open parliament. Some parliament to do what? Don't put down the report 2 hours.
50 some. That costs a lot. Yeah, that costs a lot of well, it didn't cost anything because the government already had the funds in the treasury, but just open for a little bit to give some extra
Yeah,
punch
but
to the things, right?
after you want to be a position party, you say you say a position leader now. Mohamed is a leading opposition leader, then followed by APMU, which is Abina, and then followed by a Manza, which is Power Giant, right?
Yeah.
Ask any one of those leaders if they allow them to see what thing you can do. All right, it's all about the timing. Don't tell me, I keep saying, when you start telling me bunch of things and I ain't see you after matching your words, I don't want to hear more from you. I want to see, before you tell me something, I just want to be able to walk to people and people who are paying me, see next time they call me back to the walk to the seller, pay me up front, I know I don't know. We talk to show everybody these people. We need to stop selling these people. The problem is these guys are still doing it because they don't say that I'm shame. They don't know that what you call it. I'm not comfortable with what they do or what they say. They are not, nobody here to tell them. All these people are not going to follow because if you say this is what Mohamed should do, but when the last election that passed before this one, they was the opposition and they still couldn't do nothing, although they are seating parliament, but they was the minority. The majority of the seat was still in PPP.
Yeah.
So Mohamed come with the same thing, and if you put all of them together, they still can't stop these people from doing what they want. Start the same hands up. Idea listening.
Big up yourself, Al. Thanks for calling in and for dropping those insights. I'm telling you, you heard the views right there of the frequent traveler, giving us some insights about some of these headlines that we're definitely conversating on this live. What do you think about it? Drop it in the comment section, and buddy, call it in. Let's have some meaningful discussions on these very important and trending headlines, buddy. Got a number of other things to definitely highlight right here on this live presentation. As we're talking about the level of corruption that's going on in the country right now, and a number of things that are being highlighted at the beginning of the live. We highlighted the fact that one of the highlighters, Mr. Conan Marshall, was saying, buddy, because of all the fight that he's facing, he might gotta take a little break from highlighting. Let me hear some of these details about the developments going down in Linden, the heart of the country. But it seems like a place where persons are going through it, not just now, but a while now. Let me hear what's going on from one of the highlighters, Mr. Conan Marshall, and the present situations that he got to deal with and some decisions that he had to make.
For survive. Well, here what happened? I am tired and I'm so weary surviving. I was fighting for survive. I weary, friend. I weary. I weary. I weary fight for survive. Every day I got to fight for survive. You know why? Because I talk against every single person. I create so much enemy for myself. No, I'm not resigning. Mr. Adams, I am not resigning. I'm still the chairman. I am still the chairman of Linden. But what I'm saying, I would be, my conversation, when I come out here, it would be different. Honestly, it would be different. Because nobody don't know how I feeling. Nobody don't know what I'm going through. But it's only who feels it knows it. You understand? And when I look at, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If I continue with this, if I continue highlighting and going in the same direction, I am going. You hear what I said? That I am going for the next 3 to 4 years. I gonna suffer bad. Here I gonna suffer. And I want y'all to understand because I up on the ground here. Here why I gonna suffer. Now, me see no party. I talk in my mind this morning, you know. This is commercial break before we get back to the school children. I ain't see no party who really and truly wants to get rid of this PPP government. Me see no party. Hey, why I saying so? This party, from the time y'all lose the election, and y'all get yourself together after 1 year, it shows me that y'all ain't willing to come together for fight this PPP government. And here I like to say this morning, if y'all ain't come together as a team, y'all cannot be the PPP. So why should I continue to attack and run down a government who are going to die there for the next 100 years? You see, I personally would be crippling myself.
Sometimes you just really gotta analyze it, you know. It's a real thing, and he has to deal with it on the ground in Guyana. A set of fight down. If I show you my phone, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if somebody take the number and do some foolishness, share it to some bot organization or something. But who got time for call over 100 and something missed calls in 1 day? I gotta put my phone on do not disturb and everything. You feel the fight is ordinary when you're highlighting certain things? Support independent media. Become a channel member right here on Delta 9 Media. The barcode is right above my head, right? We used to have channel membership and then we have it again because it was deactivated. Now it is reactivated by the platform. So we have opportunities for persons that would like to support Delta 9 Media, that would like to support independent media. Scan the barcode right above my head and become a channel member, buddy. It don't cost nothing really. You say, but less than a quarter a day, less than 25 cents US, and you can support the channel. Because remember, every little bit counts, and always stronger together with the support for and with one another, right? Support independent media. Become a channel member.
Yes, but I left them people for to do what I want, and I steer my program to something else. I can't depend on y'all that y'all gonna win next couple years, that the talking could change. Y'all show me for the next couple years, if the same cat supposed to go on, the highlighter continue to sell Bombay's the PPP government, and y'all gonna skin y'all teeth, enjoy the highlighter, and the country will remain the same way. So here I tell y'all, if
Highlighters highlighting the hurdles in Linden. Telling you, these hills seeming too steep right now. Highlighter saying, boy, I gotta take a little break, man. Too much, man. Too much. Too much going on. Marcia, thanks for being a part of the live presentation. Marcia saying, allegedly, Minister Frank Anthony and Michael Govera and the CNO are bullying them nurses in Madia to work 12 hours a day and only paying them 8 hours. Them are bullying the nurses in Madia for work 12 hours. So you working 1.5. You got 4 hours overtime and you don't getting you 4 hour overtime pay. Or you don't even getting paid for your 4 hour overtime flat. So we're gonna get tourist health care and all them things. And how we're gonna find persons to man and to be a part of the team, the health team that is needed for all of these state-of-the-art hospitals and them things that the president is developing. It's good that you're highlighting this, Marcia, because the president might not know. Because he already highlighted recently in a presentation that, look, if persons don't follow what's going on with these standard operating procedures, you're gonna get sent home. So I'm hoping, let me put it that way, I'm hoping that the president might be informed or a team connected to persons in authority might be informed and deal with this right here. Because people can't work in 12 hours, allegedly, and only getting paid for 8. The maths ain't matching at all.
If y'all don't correct yourself, the highlighter coming back on board for talk nothing. Y'all dirty story we're going on in y'all party. Whatever y'all facing is a matter for y'all. I don't business anymore. Matter of fact, I think I would be resigning from the highlighting show. So brutal it's gonna be now. I'm gonna be resigning from the highlighting show because there is no benefits. There is no benefits when I don't highlight. Because I did highlight with the intention that you guys pull yourselves together and be the people them we want y'all to be. But let me tell you something. When we get a nation, a stubborn set of people, some non-progress, non-productive set of people amongst us who in listening or follow suiting that betterments could come to this town, it's better I left it alone. Just tell me let y'all know this.
Man saying people ain't doing and they just watching and then he gotta deal with all of the hurdles and people playing games and there's not time for games. Rasta Empress, I scanned the barcode for the channel membership and it giving me, you see, it giving me the information to join the channel. I don't know, it might be your device, you might need to restart it. But I scan the barcode that's right above my head. You see, I just scan it there with my barcode scanner on the phone. And it gives me the information to become a channel member. So I'm not sure, it might be a device thing, you know, or I don't know what that case might be. But we get a chance to hear right there from the highlighter. Next thing we're going to hear about this 1 in, 1 out situation that's going on. Because allegedly, well, is it alleged at this point? Because it is on the record that one person was arrested, and it is on the record that another person was definitely freed of these charges. One MP in, another MP out. Whenever you're ready, moderation, you could pull that one up for me, and we're going to get into those details. Janice is saying here, Delta, please listen to Mr. Jordan on the explanation on the bank and the benefits the PPP wants for that scampishness, tax-free benefits for the presidents. Powerful point, Janice. And we have a little piece that we're going to highlight right here on this live coming from Mr. Jordan as well. We can get into it just now. Thanks for highlighting that. We might jump into it definitely after we highlight this. Well, we're seeing that the votes went up to 80% versus 20%. So the vote even got a bigger gap now. 80% is saying that they have no confidence in it, and 20% is saying that yes, they do have confidence in the president's plan for Georgetown. What are your views? Drop it in the comment section. Vote in the comment section, and if you're going to vote after the live, say you're voting for poll 2, because this is poll number 2. So say poll number 2, I vote yes or no. And I do respond to the comments in the comment section after the live would have finished as well too, right? When you get a chance, moderation, please pull up the presentation on the one in and one out so that we can highlight those details on the live as well. Thank you very much for giving us those. Wow, it went up to 82% now. 82% is saying no and 18% is saying yes. So we're seeing live changes here on the live presentation for the poll, asking if persons have confidence in the president's plans for Georgetown. People saying, buddy, you lose confidence, right? Is this the link? Is this the link to the channel membership? I'm not sure.
A similar situation occurred and that came to light with the alleged human trafficking of Indians to work on a quarry. But then you got to import basic labor to work on a quarry. A quarry where, in presenting the proposal to the government for fiscal concessions, they talked about local unemployment, how much people will be employed. But yet still on that quarry there was hardly any Guyanese employed. They found out that they brought a number of Indians under indentured servant-like contracts. And these people, for the most part, had to be rescued by the very Azuddin Mohamed to be sent back home. 31 of them, their passage was paid for by Azuddin, and 3, the passage was paid for by their former employer. That makes roughly about 34 of them. And 4 chose to remain. And what I read is that the Ministry of Labor is going to be processing job permits for them.
What we're hearing right there is some details coming from the former Finance Minister, the Honorable Mr. Jordan, analyzing what's going on with the labor in the country. You know, the labor is one of the most important resources in any country. So Mr. Jordan giving us some insights. Big up to Mr. Jordan for all the hard work that he continues to do for the great nation of Guyana and all the many years of service that he would have put in. Big up yourself, Mr. Jordan, and big up yourself too, Mr. Kadaki Amsterdam, Cams TV. If you subscribe, buddy, and tell the Delta 9 Media send you, because guess what? They just got some fire interviews, presentations, and a lot of different movements as well on that platform, right? That can definitely be beneficial to so many persons. Gary, what's going on? Thanks for being a part of the live. Howell. Good night, the gas ashore at Wales. Big up yourself. To all the new travelers, all the frequent travelers. Do we hear some more from Honorable Mr. Jordan?
Going to be processing job permits for the 4 that left. So this oil, as we well know, is not trickling down. The benefits are not trickling down. You get the odd benefits like red meat being thrown to sections of the population every now and then. You got one that should start, I think, this weekend or started already, called the cash grant per child, which is the standard English, and not for a child, which is no child left behind English. $85,000 per child, and now this is being played up. The PR for it is being played up as usual. So you moved away from the $100,000 cash grant. We don't know what is the status of that. Last we heard about 400,000 people supposedly got the 100,000, but we know it's somewhere in the region of 600,000 plus. We don't know whether pensioners in particular have got their money. But yes, everywhere you go in this country, I said it before, menial tasks, basic tasks are being done by anybody else other than a Guyanese.
And we're wondering why. We're wondering why. And then we're still hearing situations where young people finding themselves in problems like the one we just highlighted right here on the line. For persons who are wondering about the barcode above my head, that's the channel membership link. And if you're having problems scanning the barcode, the link, the actual clickable link is right here in the comment section as well, so that you can become a channel member and become a part of the team, right? Support the team, support Delta 9 Media. We're gonna hear right now about what's going on with the back and forth, with the 1 in, 1 out situation. So whenever you get a chance, moderation, pull that up, please, and thank you. And let me read some of the comments from the frequent travelers while we wait for moderation to pull up this next headline. Marcia is saying they thief at one Chinese supermarket, then they're going to rob another supermarket. Right? They want to die. It's crazy when we think about it, right? And then look at the vicinity to Marcia, from Sheriff Street to Mandela Avenue. Man, I'm mad. They're mad. Right down the road. They ain't got respect for the police, nor they ain't got respect for persons' property. And what sense does it make when you think about it? The young life gone down the drain, right? For less than a cash grant. Probably less than 3 cash grants. I never know. They might have been able to, get more than that. June was saying, I believe that a few people will have the opportunity to get money from the bank Now, see what June is saying right there? June is saying, listen, some persons can get money if they present the right DACO, the right business plan, the right opportunities can come your way. That's what June is saying. So as you try, highlight the fact that you would have gotten through, right? If you didn't and they're giving you a run around, highlight that as well because persons want to know because this is something that if passed, it will be around, no matter the government that is in place, right? The Guyana Development Bank. One in, one out. What's really going on in Guyana? Do you hear these details?
Think about the last time you watched a massive public scandal unfold. It operates exactly like a firework.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
You get this blindingly bright, incredibly loud explosion that, well, it just demands absolutely everyone's attention. You really can't look away.
Yeah, you're glued to it.
Right. But when the legal process finally plays out, which is, often months or even years later, the eventual acquittal is just the quiet smoke drifting away in the dark.
And nobody's looking up anymore to see it.
Exactly.
I mean, that disconnect between the roar of an initial accusation and the total silence of legal vindication is exactly what we are exploring in today's deep dive.
It's a huge gap.
It really is. And the perfect case study for this is the recently dismissed drug trafficking charge against Guyanese tourism official Devin Sears.
So let's look at the sheer scale of that initial explosion because it was big. In October 2025, police stop a minibus near the old Bonania police checkpoint.
All right.
It's registered to the Region 10 Tourism Committee. Sears is the one driving. And in the back of the van, a staggering 685 pounds of cannabis.
Which is roughly 310 kilograms. It's a massive amount.
Huge.
But Sears pleaded not guilty right out of the gate. His attorneys, Nigel Hughes and Bernard Da Silva, eventually secured $400,000 bail.
Okay, so he's out on bail.
Yeah, but the real turning point came from his co-accused, a passenger named Albert Sandy. Sandy pleaded guilty and explicitly told investigators that all the narcotics belonged entirely to him.
Wait, really? Just took the whole rap?
He did. He was sentenced to 4 years.
Here's what I struggle to understand, though. Sears is behind the wheel of a van containing nearly 700 pounds of illegal drugs.
Right.
Just because the passenger says, hey, they're mine, how does that completely erase the driver's legal liability?
Yeah.
You would think the prosecution would at least take it to trial to prove he knew what he was hauling.
Well, it comes down to the mechanics of a no-case submission and how the law actually defines possession.
Okay.
To establish a prima facie case.
Meaning, like, the baseline evidence required to even justify a trial.
Exactly. Just to get it into court, the prosecution has to prove Sears had both knowledge and control of the narcotics. Sandy's confession essentially severed that legal link.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, by taking full ownership, Sandy absorbed the entire burden of possession.
Right.
Mere presence in a vehicle, even as the driver, just isn't enough under the law to prove you are engaged in trafficking if someone else has credibly claimed exclusive ownership of the cargo.
So without evidence actively proving Sears knew about or controlled the stash, the prosecution's entire foundation just evaporates.
Totally gone. The magistrate actually agreed, ruling there wasn't sufficient evidence to support a conviction and just dismissed the charge entirely.
So he was legally cleared. I mean, the system worked.
It did. But this brings us to how the public record handled that vindication.
The quiet smoke.
Exactly. MP Ganesh Mahipal recently pointed out a really interesting media trend surrounding this case. And, we're just reporting his observations here. But he noted that when the 685-pound bust first happened, several PPPC-aligned media outlets and commentators ran these really aggressive, sensational headlines.
Sears was front page news.
Yeah.
Firework goes off.
Yep. But Mahipal observed that the moment the magistrate dismissed the case, those same outlets went completely silent. The loud coverage just vanished overnight.
Wow.
In fact, he just one reporter, Travis Chase, for giving the legal dismissal any real prominence at all.
But, I have to ask, is it really fair to pin this entirely on the media's political leanings or editorial choices?
What do you mean?
Well, aren't they just feeding our own human craving for a juicy scandal?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a public official getting busted with 600 pounds of drugs triggers a massive dopamine hit for readers.
Well, definitely.
But a magistrate ruling on a no-case submission based on shifting legal possession, we just glaze over.
We absolutely do. The media cycle functions like a basic algorithm optimized for outrage.
Right.
Whereas the legal system is this slow-moving sorting machine designed for precision. The algorithm amplifies the dramatic accusation because it drives immediate engagement.
Clicks, views, all of that.
Exactly. The sorting machine's final output, the quiet dismissal, generates zero engagement, so the algorithm ignores it entirely.
It essentially creates two completely different realities. You have a legal reality where a citizen is presumed innocent and eventually cleared.
Yeah.
And then the digital reality where the accusation is all that survives.
Which carries immense personal weight for anyone caught in the crosshairs. Like, the courts can return your freedom, but they cannot force the public to update their memory.
And that leaves you with a fairly unsettling reality to consider. We live in a digital age where a sensational accusation lives forever in a Google search.
Forever.
So if your legal vindication is met with total media silence and all society remembers the blinding light of that initial firework, does your name ever truly get cleared?
Telling you, does your name ever truly get cleared? Will the minister from when name get clear, or the leader of the list can say, buddy, we might have to replace you because of what went down right here? We all think about it. Y'all think that this situation is going to become one where we're going to see somebody being replaced because of what went down? Or is, something that, person's going to move forward and hope that it doesn't happen in the future? We're talking about the MP from when. Drop it in the comment section, or definitely call it in. Let's have some meaningful conversation right here on the live with Delta 9 Media. Big up to all the frequent travelers, big up to all the moderators, big up to all the new travelers with us. Everybody in the live right now, we've been live for more than 2 hours. You take a couple of seconds yet? Thumbs up the live, buddy. Give me a pound. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live, right? Hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up the live so that it will help to boost the live presentation in the algorithm, and more persons will have access to being able to see this live presentation, right? Subscribe as well so that you can stay updated with everything that is trending in Guyana and in the diaspora every single time. Who are the frequent travelers that are live with us right now? The flight has landed right here on Delta 9 Media. Big up to every single person. Once again, thank you for making this live presentation what it is. Without you, this live will be something completely different, Delta 9 travelers. Thanks for dropping comments. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for all the moderation. And big up to all the new channel members, all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already, give me a pong, thumbs up the live. Whether you're live now or you can catch the live in the rewind in the future. Thanks for spending some time with us here on Delta 9 Media. The flight has landed, buddy. Make sure you get the right luggage. How you get the right luggage? Thumbs up the live so that you'll know the next time that this flight is taking off and Delta 9 Media is live, and we updating one another on this international digital connection with all the trending headlines and very important details about these things going on in and around our beautiful country and around the world, right? Thanks for tuning in, and one love. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, we get some more information coming in right here from moderation about the poll. We're seeing the final votes. Do you have confidence in President Ali's plan for GT? We're seeing that it went up. More votes for no. Different percent change. Remember, you can always drop your views in the chat. or in the comment section after the live would have concluded as well. Just say you're answering about poll number 2, yes, or poll number 1, yes or no, whatever your views are. Drop it in the comments. One love to everyone. Thanks for bringing that up on the screen. Moderation. The flight has landed, and we'll catch you in the next flight. Big up to every single person, and thank you for tuning in. Boom. And I'm out.